Welcome to paradise. Today we're venturing to Croatia's hidden islands, a secret world of blue waters, green forests, and pure tranquility. Forget the crowds. We're going off the beaten path where the only sounds are cicadas and gentle waves. Here you'll taste food grown nearby, meet locals with deep roots, and rediscover the simple joys of life. Imagine the sun on your skin, the scent of pine and salt, and diving into crystal clear water. Picture ancient stone villages and laughter under a sky full of stars. This is the paradise we're about to discover together. Are you ready? Let's go! Our first stop is Lastovo, a dreamlike island where time seems to slow to a gentle, unhurried rhythm. Tucked away in the Adriatic, far from the bustle of Croatia's mainland, Lastovo feels like a secret whispered by the sea. Here, the air is scented with pine and wild herbs, and the only sounds are the rustle of leaves and the distant call of seabirds. As the ferry approaches, you sense the peace settling over you like a soft blanket. The island's silhouette rises from the water, promising tranquility and a slower pace of life. The harbor is quiet, with just a handful of boats bobbing gently, and the first rays of sunlight glinting off the calm sea. There are no big hotels here, no noisy clubs or crowded promenades, just the pure, unspoiled beauty of nature and a profound, enveloping quiet. It's a place where you can truly hear yourself think, where the world's distractions seem to melt away. Lastovo is a designated nature park, its hills blanketed in dense, ancient forest. The island's villages are a patchwork of stone houses, each topped with whimsical fumery chimneys, no two alike, each one a symbol of the island's quirky charm and centuries-old traditions. Life here is gentle and unhurried. Locals tend to their gardens, growing figs, olives, and grapes in the rich island soil. Fishermen mend their nets by the water's edge, sharing stories passed down through generations. In the afternoons, people gather at tiny cafes shaded by vines, sipping strong coffee or local wine, savoring the slow passage of time. The island's 46 churches and chapels, some hidden among olive groves and others perched on hilltops, tell stories of centuries past. Their weathered stones and quiet interiors invite reflection, connecting you to the generations who have called this island home. Hike through ancient olive groves and sun-drenched vineyards where the land has been shaped by hand and history. Each step along these trails is a journey through time with the scent of wildflowers and the sound of cicadas as your companions. The coastline is a mosaic of hidden coves, rocky ledges, and secret beaches, each one waiting to be discovered. Find your own private spot where the water is so clear you can see every pebble on the seafloor. Dive in and feel the cool embrace of the Adriatic, as if the island itself is welcoming you. When night falls, Lastovo transforms into one of Europe's last true dark sky sanctuaries. With almost no light pollution, the heavens open up in a dazzling display. The Milky Way blazes overhead and shooting stars streak across the sky. It's a humbling, magical experience that makes you feel both small and incredibly lucky to witness such beauty. This is a place to disconnect from the noise of modern life and reconnect with yourself, with nature, and with the simple joys of being present. Whether you're meditating on a quiet beach or simply listening to the waves, Lastovo invites you to slow down and breathe. Lastovo is a perfectly preserved piece of the Mediterranean, a sanctuary for the soul, where every view feels like a painting and every moment is a chance to rediscover wonder. What a start to our journey. On Lastovo, you don't just visit an island, you step into a world apart where the stars shine brighter, the days linger longer, and the silence is filled with the promise of discovery. Next, we journey to Vis, an island that, for decades, was shrouded in secrecy, closed off to outsiders by the Yugoslav military. Today it stands as a living time capsule where the pace of life is slow, and the rhythms of the past still echo through every stone street and sunlit cove. Arriving by ferry, you're greeted by the island's rugged coastline and the promise of discovery. In Vis town, elegant Venetian villas line a sweeping bay, their pastel facades reflecting centuries of history and the influence of distant empires. The waterfront promenade invites you to stroll beneath palm trees, past fishermen unloading their daily catch, and locals gathering for their morning coffee. Across the island, the village of Komiža sits nestled at the foot of dramatic hills. Here, life revolves around the sea. Narrow streets wind between traditional stone houses, and the harbor is always alive with the gentle clatter of fishing boats. In Komiža, the sense of community is palpable. Neighbors greet each other by name and traditions are cherished and passed down through generations. Fishing here is more than a livelihood, it's a legacy. Watch as seasoned fishermen mend their nets by hand, their fingers moving with practiced skill, sharing stories of the sea as both a partner and a provider. The salty air is filled with tales of storms weathered and bountiful catches, and the connection to the water runs deep in every family. To truly taste the island's soul, visit a family-run winery and sample Vugava wine, a variety unique to Vis, cultivated here for centuries. Each glass tells a story of sun-drenched vineyards, volcanic soil, and generations of winemakers who pour their passion into every bottle. The experience is intimate, with the winemaker often sharing the history of their vines and the secrets of their craft. The local dialect, a melodic blend of Croatian and Venetian, fills the air, turning every conversation into a song. Laughter spills from stone alleyways, and the sense of belonging is infectious. Here, language is more than words. It's a living link to the island's layered past. On Vis, self-sufficiency isn't just a tradition, it's a necessity. Every meal is a celebration of what the island provides. Fish caught that morning, olive oil pressed from local groves, vegetables grown in sun-baked gardens, and wine from nearby vineyards. Dining here is an act of gratitude, a way to honor the land and sea that sustain the community. Culture on Vis isn't locked away in museums or behind glass. It's alive in daily rituals, families gathering for long, leisurely meals, friends meeting in the village square, and the simple joy of sharing food and stories under the open sky. Every meal, every conversation, is a thread in the fabric of island life. To share in Vis's traditions even for a short while is a rare privilege. Here, you're not just a visitor. You're welcomed into a living, breathing example of authentic island life, where the past and present blend seamlessly, and every moment is savored. Welcome to Silba, the island of pedestrians, where the only sounds you'll hear are footsteps on ancient stone, the laughter of children, and the gentle rustle of olive trees in the breeze. Here, there are no cars, no engines, and no rush, just quiet streets, a slower pace, and a way of life that feels almost untouched by time. As you step off the ferry, you're greeted by a sense of calm that's rare in today's world, and you quickly realize that on Silba, every journey is made on foot, every corner invites you to linger, and every path leads to a story. At the heart of the island stands the Maringota, also known as the Tower of Love. This iconic stone tower was built centuries ago by a sea captain who wanted his beloved to have a place to watch for his ship's return from the open sea. The Maringota isn't just a landmark, it's a symbol of hope, longing, and the enduring power of love that has shaped Silba's history. The legend of the Maringota is as beautiful as it is bittersweet. After decades spent sailing distant waters, the captain finally returned, only to discover that his beloved, believing him lost, had married another. The heartbreak of missed chances and the passage of time lingers in the island air, woven into the very stones of the tower. Yet the story didn't end there. In a twist worthy of a novel, the captain eventually married the daughter of his lost love. Together, they would climb the spiral staircase of the Maringota, their footsteps echoing with memories and new beginnings, gazing out over the same horizon that once separated and then reunited their families. Today, visitors can climb those very same steps, feeling the weight of history beneath their feet. From the top, you're rewarded with breathtaking views of Silba's red-roofed village, lush green groves, and the endless blue of the Adriatic Sea stretching to the horizon, a panorama that has inspired countless stories and dreams. Without cars, Silba's main street becomes a true living room for the community. Children run freely, their laughter echoing between stone houses, while neighbors gather in the sun to share stories, news, and the simple joys of daily life. Here, the absence of traffic means the presence of connection, between people, between generations, and between past and present. As the sun sets and golden light spills across the old stone streets, Silba's stories and gentle pace capture your heart. It's a place that reminds you every island has its legends, every village its soul, and sometimes the most beautiful journeys are the ones taken slowly, step by step. Sometimes you need pure beauty. Welcome to Solta. This island is all about the water, crystal clear, turquoise and inviting. Explore secluded bays by boat, swim in transparent seas, and relax on wild pebble beaches shaded by pines. The air is fragrant with pine and rosemary, the pebbles warm underfoot. On land, Solta is rustic and authentic. Olive growers and beekeepers share their crafts, Taste peppery olive oil from ancient groves and wild rosemary honey drizzled over fresh cheese. Solta is a feast for the senses, blue water, green pine, sun, and the taste of the land. Sometimes the greatest luxury is a quiet beach and a moment of peace. Hungry? Dugi Otok, Long Island, is where food and scenery are equally spectacular. In Sally, watch fishermen bring in the day's catch, sardines, scorpionfish, tuna, sold right on the dock. At a family-run Canoba, there's no menu, just the freshest sea bass, grilled with potatoes and charred from the garden. Simplicity is the secret. When ingredients are this good, let them shine. Every bite is a celebration of the island and the sea. Dugi Otok's lamb, grazing on wild herbs, is slow-roasted under a pica until meltingly tender. Eating here is more than a meal. It's a connection to land, sea, and people. Come for the dramatic cliffs and beaches, but stay for the food. Your taste buds will thank you. Lace up your hiking shoes. Meljet is an adventurer's paradise. Much of the island is a national park with dense pine forests and two saltwater lakes, Veliko and Malo Jezero. Kayak across emerald waters, explore a 12th century monastery on an island within the lake, and hike trails scented with pine. Climb to Monte Cuch for breathtaking views of lakes and sea. Dive or snorkel along the coast or swim into Odysseus Cave, where sunlight turns the water magical blue. Even relaxing here feels like an adventure. Float in warm water surrounded by green and blue. Meljet invites you to participate, to move, to explore, a true green oasis for outdoor lovers. Our final stop is Lopud, where hospitality is the heart of the island. Car-free and close-knit, Lopud welcomes you like family. Guest house owners share stories and homemade liqueur, cafe waiters remember your name and your favorite beach. Sunj Bay's sandy crescent is filled with laughter and simple joy. Vendors and locals treat everyone like neighbors, turning the beach into a friendly gathering. In the evening, families stroll the promenade and restaurants run by local families serve fresh, heartfelt meals. Lopud reminds us, travel is about people. Their kindness and warmth are the memories you'll cherish most. Our journey through Croatia's secret islands ends here. From Lastovo stars to Lopud smiles, each island shared its soul. Thank you for joining me. Your support makes these adventures possible. If you enjoyed this trip, subscribe for more hidden gems. Until our next adventure, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and always be kind. The world is full of beauty and good people. Let's discover it together. Until then, be well and keep smiling.